What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Where's My Anime? This is episode 23. It's your boy Jay Sama. This is my boy.
Yeah, how's it going? Welcome back. Let's get it.
What's going on? I know y'all
Yes,
missed us last week. We back this week though. Yep,
there we are. There we are.
for
I
sure,
don't, I don't
man.
know what that means though. I kind of wish we did do last week just because it would have been. What we gonna talk about?
Yeah, we're gonna
We're
talk
gonna talk
about it,
about it.
man. It's looking crazy out here in the anime world right now, man. Um, but before we get into that, man, how'd your week go? What was going on? You good? Did you eat
Hold
well?
on. Well, before we get in there, it was decent. It was all right. It was productive. I think I'll leave it right there. But hold on, let me change my costume real quick. I can't be revealing my identity and shit online.
What we got going on? Oh,
What it look like? Yeah.
what it look like? Got the official swag on. You heard?
Yeah, we got the merch now, man. Well, no, okay, hold on. Let me stop. Like I said, we don't have merch. We just got some shit. They got the logos on there. Don't go looking for websites and shit. Talking about so I don't see nothing. Like,
Oh yeah, no,
we ain't that far.
oh yeah, no. We definitely gonna drop it down in the chat once we have the merch available for purchase. You heard?
Yeah. And we got a
Oh,
floater. We got a floater
oh,
that we
oh.
could give away this
They got
episode.
JP initials on the back.
Yeah, it's still got the logo. It ain't been worn. It's just still nicely folded, all that. Fresh off
Yeah.
the rack, besides it getting, embroidered. Shout out to the embroidery station.
So, pretty dope, man. What's going on, chat tonight? Um, this is a very unique episode tonight. Um, not a lot of excitement going on right now in the concurrent animes that are being released right now. Um, but we're gonna make it through the show. We're gonna make it through the show, man. Um, at any time
So much.
tonight, yeah, anytime tonight, y'all want to throw something in the chat. Let us know what y'all talking about. Let us know how y'all feeling out here. Let us know if y'all agree or disagree with me and Dad got to say because we got some pretty strong opinions to say about these animes tonight. So let us know how y'all feeling out there. If y'all rocking with it or if you're not rocking with it. Um, before we get into it tonight, wait. All right, so the first anime we're gonna be talking about is Windbreakers tonight. But before we get into that, tonight's show is sponsored by Sugar Junkie. You can go get your first made lemonade there, hand squeezed, handmade Sugar Junkie. First sponsor episode tonight. Let's go, episode 23. Yerp.
Thank you, thank you. Our first sponsor.
But yeah, with that, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Because I know we're gonna take a lot of time out tonight. Thanks for everybody rocking with us tonight. Let's see. Let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and put that up there. Windbreaker season 2, episode 6, man. How you feeling about it, Dan? Or Dap? Excuse me.
It's about to call me Dan Dan. I'm Dirty Dan.
How you feeling about it, my man?
I'm pretty sure I expressed how I felt about Windbreaker last 4 episodes, and
Yeah.
it's still not doing any better.
Yeah.
Still saying the same thing. I have nothing against somebody expressing their feelings. I'm nothing against somebody having to experience different social uh, settings and having to adapt. Nothing against that. But when you have that shit drag on for 5 episodes, 'cause this shit started at the end of episode 2, because
Yeah.
right after they finished fighting the Keto, he's walking in the back and shit, and he's like, "Yeah, I let you guys down. It's all my fault because I wanted to go be a hero." And then everybody's like, "Nah, you good? Everybody got their ass beat, man. You just wanted to do something for everybody." And he went fucking being embarrassed and all that shit about that. But
Yeah,
like this episode, man, like this, like it's getting further and further. It's been right, at least to me anyway. It's been riding on this coattail where it's been showing us so much stuff that's been going on, at least for this season, and it's not going anywhere. It doesn't do anything for the plot whatsoever. I don't see how it would have anything to do with the plot. It's still playing the same trope that they showed from the first season. Yes, these are kids that's supposed to be in high school fucking gang. The gang that protects the school. They're still doing their thing.
yeah,
And now they're in episode six. Well, I'll go back. We didn't talk about episode five because we weren't here for episode five. But episode five, we get introduced to a new character. I didn't even realize there weren't no girls in this gang, school, whatever you want to call it. Just a gang. Yeah, we get introduced to a guy that cross dresses, I guess you could say, for lack of better. And that whole episode is him basically crushing over Sakura and talking about going on a date with Sakura.
yeah,
Kind of basically getting that too, because they go out to in episode six. They go out to basically an elderly family's house that basically made him feel comfortable in his skin to be able to express what he was afraid to show that he liked about himself in public. Top of
yeah,
the morning, DL Palmer.
yeah. What's going on, DL Palmer? Shout out, shout out. Appreciate you for joining us tonight. Appreciate that. Um, but how did you feel about episode 6, man?
The same way I felt since episode two, man. I'm tired of hearing all this shit about Sakura's feelings, knowing that there's no powers in this. Like, this ain't like Dragon Ball Z where they're like, yeah, let out your inner fury and unleash your power and potential. Like, that's not what's going on in this anime. So why is it hitting so hard for that? Everything that's going on in this anime is purely regular ass people. At no point have they showed any intent to show like any kind of supernatural elements to this anime.
Yeah,
But they're harping so hard on this motherfucker's emotions.
yeah,
Like it really like it's I don't know what other genre of anime I consider this. Like it's I guess you could say drama, but there's not necessarily drama going on. Like dude's just depressed. He got a cold. He got a common cold or whatever. And he was out a whole episode because he was so much into his emotions.
yeah.
Like it's
Okay.
I mean that's just what I'm just about. Like I feel like this is 6 episodes deep. Like how many episodes was season one? Like nah, it's like 20, right?
12? Nah, it was like 12. Like 12 episodes.
Was it 12? So I mean we halfway through and we still talking about this dude's emotions?
Yeah, so
Golly.
yeah, let me interject in here, man, because here's the thing, man. Episode 6 was garbage, right? And this is why, because like you said, for the past 4 episodes, I feel like we have, for the most part, we've only received filler at this point. And the reason why I say that is because episode 1 and 2, like, all right, we got some action. We still didn't really get a plot, right? Because it was all about Sakura and trying to, be a leader. Or I guess if you want to sit there and call it a plot, you can. But I just feel like it's not a bigger driving force that's actually moving the plot in this show.
Yeah.
For those of you just joining, we're talking about Windbreaker season 2, episode 6. You see the ticker at the bottom. It's not a bigger driving force that's like building the plot at this point. Only thing that we know is that these kids are going to this so-called school, never in class. They're always chilling, out there on the top of the rooftop, looking at what's my man's name? You and me, hey, you it starts with a
Oh,
U.
the
Hey, guy.
principal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Looking at him grow vegetables and shit, and it's like, man, like at this point, like why am I watching this? Right? And so you go from episode 3 to episode 6, and it's all filler, man. And I get it. Like the whole principle of Sakura was, um, he's always been a lone wolf. Nobody ever respected him. They always found him for the way he looked. So he was never accepted in society, right? And now, for the flip side of this, he's like, actually found a home, family in that sort of sense, and he's having a hard time adjusting to that. Everything I just said, you can still have that all in the anime and actually still have a good show without all the filler bullshit that they're giving us. And for a season to only be 12 episodes, that's unacceptable, man. That's unacceptable.
Most definitely. Especially if you think you're going to still have the same viewers from your episode 1 going into season 3.
I don't know who's still watching this shit, man. Coming off this.
I don't care how hype it is.
She's just like a soap opera now, man. And I just can't say enough bad things about episode 6 and this whole season as a whole. Episode 1 and 2 can't save it. And then at the end of these episodes, we're still not seeing any further development into anything.
Nope.
Other than Sakura, he's still being fucking awkward. Like
he is. Like, I mean, that could be his trope. Like, it could be his trope, but like the way they drive it, they make it seem like it's going to lead up to something, and that's the part that doesn't make sense. Like, I get like what episode 2 and 3, where they were like, it kind of showed more of him developing as a leader, showing different perspectives as what he should be developing as a leader. Cool. Right. There was a shit ton of fluff all in between there that fucked up all of that.
Hey, what's going on, Black Love by Design? Yes, sir. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We appreciate you as always. Appreciate all the love. Thank you. Yeah, man. I don't have nothing else to say about Windbreaker, man. If you do, man, go ahead and let me know. Love the hate. Love the hates. Did you actually watch this episode? Let us know what you think. Oh, love the hats.
Yes.
I like because there's a lot of hate going on.
Oh shit.
Episode 6 in Windbreaker. If you watched it, let me know what you thought about it, because it's bad, man. It's just bad.
It is. And just so I can convey to the viewers as well, this has nothing to do with it not having action or anything like that. Like, if there wasn't no action and this stuff still pushed the story along without all the actionists focusing on Sakura's emotions and just having other things get intertwined that doesn't build up to absolutely nothing that's tied in with the actual story, it would have been perfectly fine. But it's not doing that. It's doing everything but that. And that's what makes this such a disappointment and so garbage. Because season 2 barely had me in there. Barely.
Yeah.
So season 2, I mean, my bad. Did I say season 2? I'm going to say season 1. Season 1 barely had me. Season 2, and I'm already cutting the rope. I'm ready to fall.
And I feel like if I had to give an anime donkey of the day, it's definitely going to fucking Windbreaker episode, season 2 episode.
We should do that. We should do that, dude.
We should.
Don't be, we fight Jackass of the day, Jackass of the night. So we got to mix it up. There's already somebody else doing donkey of the day.
That's definitely on the Windbreaker season 2 episode 6, man. Hee haw.
Oh no! There's a worse one. As shitty as this was, I wouldn't even give it to a Windbreaker, to be honest with you.
Oh hell no, man!
Hell yeah! I would not give it to a Windbreaker. Now, I'm not saying that like it doesn't deserve it. It's easily runner up. It might even be for a tie, but nah.
I'm gonna the ticker off. Oh, so what you giving this episode, man? This shit is like a -10 in my book.
-10. Sure, I'll match it. Hey, why not?
Hey, you know what's crazy, man? Like normally this kind of episode is kind of like just like a flashback, right? Maybe like over 2 episodes or something, while the actual plot is being explained or being pushed. But this just felt like this really cannot be a whole episode of this stuff. But normally, man, like the anime formula after an episode like this, somebody gotta die, bro. Like somebody just gotta be removed from the anime completely. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like you get those sentimental throwbacks, and then next thing you know, like that's it for them, bro. So like maybe we'll
I
see that
mean,
on, but damn it, if this is what Wimberg is gonna be, what I'm done. Off the lineup. We got animes coming out next month, so it's
off the
over.
lineup.
Off the lineup, bro. This is a off the
What
lineup penalty, flagrant foul, out of here, man. Technical foul, all that.
foul on the watch?
um, but if you just tuning in tonight, this is another episode of Where's My Anime, episode 23. I'm your boy Day Sama. This is Dab, the anime review antagonist, the Skip Bayless of anime reviews. The Where's My Anime Genius. Yeah, it's my co-host Dab, man, and we thank everybody for coming out tonight. Hey, y'all, drop something in the chat. If you agree or disagree with me and Dap saying, just like we showed the hat, we got a hat out here. If you want some of the merch, let us know. Drop a comment in there. And that's how we're gonna do it tonight. Yes, sir.
Let us know what y'all think.
Yeah, moving on after that bullshit we just had to talk about. Devil May Cry season 1 episode 5. So Devil May Cry strong ass anime is based off the Dante Inferno series. The game it's on Netflix. They dropped all the episodes. This is Devil May Cry has been a shining light for anime this year. It's beautifully animated. It goes super hard, and I'm just giving Devil May Cry their flowers, man, because I watched a lot of bullshit ass anime this week. So shout out Devil May Cry, man. But what do you think about episode 5?
Yeah, man, I like it. I like it. Unlike last anime we talked about, if you didn't want to call it an anime, it kept the plot pushing.
Right on.
We get introduced to a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah.
There's lots of great action. I think Planet is only one knock that I had for episode 5, man.
It ain't no.
Yeah, it's a personal knock at best. Maybe I'll get to it, but actually no, I got two. But so the first one, like when Dante's fly, because it picks up where episode 4 ended. So we didn't talk about episode 4, but Dante gets captured by white rabbits, goons. I forgot their names. Firebender, Windbender, for the sake of calling the name or remembering their names. But he caught Dante, the vice president, and a couple other people in federal forces and stuff. And they trying to get Dante to tap into his demon half so he can go full demon. And they're fighting him on the plane. And eventually he kills one of the brothers, and the brothers end up detonating the plane. So the plane explodes. Everybody's falling. That's what the episode is.
Super dope, bro.
Yeah, I was definitely curious on how it was going to go down. So I do like how they executed it for season 5. So season 5 picks up right where season 4 ended. Everybody still falls from the sky. I am kind of a little iffy on that. I feel like that might have been a little bit of an ass pool. So
what do you mean?
Those scenes, huh?
What do you mean?
Hold on, man. I'll get to it. This is I think I can safely say this is probably like the dopest rescue scene I've ever seen. Like Dante just running around on the pieces of the airplane midair, grabbing some parachutes and skydiving to each person, throwing the parachute on them and letting them go. Like how that got all executed, I think that was probably like the dopest execution. My bad, dopest rescue scene I've ever seen in anime. Could be wrong, but either way, it was dope. The reason why I was saying,
right, just fresh off the top, like recent memory.
Yeah, most definitely.
Right.
But the part I was getting, like, it might have been somewhat of an ass pull. So I think the first person he saves is a lady with blonde hair. After he puts the parachute on her back, and he's looking at her face to face, she's like, everything's gonna be all right because she's panicking, she's falling from the sky. But he has like I guess you say like flashback, or she looks, or it's just the fact that she was blonde and she was Caucasian. She looked a lot like his mom, and he had like a little mental like flashback or whatever. But only reason why I say it's kind of like an ass pull because later on it seems like it was part of his trigger. for after I forgot what happened. Cause then it just happened out of nowhere. Like he was just like falling, and then he turned into a demon, or he turned full demon.
Hmm.
So I don't think anything. Oh, the explosion. The explosion went off from something on the plane while it was falling, and I guess the explosion rattled something in his blood and his head, whatever happened. But either way, those two things seem to be what triggers him to go full demon. And he gets wings, he lets go. And that's where my first knock comes in. I didn't notice it, so I was confused. I was like, all right, I just seen bro running around, all his clothes and a sword. He just turned into a demon. Where the fuck is the sword? And then after he saves everybody and he gets back down on top of the building, out of his control, he starts to revert back to a human. What the fuck pops up on his back out of nowhere? His fucking sword. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? But maybe that's a small knock, but I hate shit like that. I hate when people transform and shit that should be there, especially if it sticks out like a fucking sword on your back.
All right,
Just
right.
disappears and reappears like that.
Nah, man. I mean, I'm not. Y'all correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. I'm not the biggest Dante fan, but I feel like that sword, like, if materialized when he goes demon form, it might be a special kind of sword, bro. Like, I don't know, and you don't know either, so don't shit on Devil May Cry.
I mean, just because I don't know, though, man, it can still make sense, and I don't know what's going on. Like, it just didn't. It was just one of the things I noticed. It didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
But then on the other side of that, oh, sorry, what?
No, I was gonna say, man. I get what you're saying about that. Like, all right, bro. I mean, that's like a little nitpick, but hey, man, when I tell y'all this guy's a playlist of anime reviews, man, this is the shit I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Oh, Devil May Cry, nice scene after nice scene after nice scene, and here comes that. Yeah, but his sword disappeared when he went demon form.
Most definitely, most definitely. Because I thought he was going to use the sword at some point because he didn't even use it when he was fighting the Wind Brother, and I figured that was going to be a perfect time for him to pull out the sword. It would have
Yeah.
been a sword battle in the fight in the sky, but no, it disappeared.
Yeah.
Almost like the animators forgot he had a sword.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
hey, man, hey, it happens to the best, man. But yeah, this is a dope episode, man, for sure. Especially that rescue scene, man. That shit set it off.
yeah,
And because me and you were watching objectively, meaning that we don't play the video games. We didn't read the anime, and I didn't know Crunchyroll had a Devil May Cry anime as well. Didn't watch that, so I didn't know anything about a demon form. I was curious myself when I was watching it, like, oh, okay, oh shit, like, you can do that, you know what I mean? And so when he did it the first time, I think it was just like his arm that like transformed. I was thinking like, I was like, oh, well, shit, he can kind of control it when he wants to, type thing. But no, he actually goes full blown in the same episode. I was like, oh shit, that's actually pretty dope. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
yeah, man. Hey, this episode was a 10 for me, man. What you giving it?
Yeah, man, I'll do the same, man, because like I said, man, it just does a lot for the plot. Because even when Maria was doing her thing and
Rhea.
I forget what they call it, the Mikan, maybe Makina. I think is that how you pronounce it?
Oh, like where they live at?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's something like that. Yeah.
but I guess I just say demons for sure. I'm trying to keep saying demons, but
Yeah, Demon World.
where the demons were being, the demon refugees was being held up at. Like I didn't think that was gonna go down like that. Like, oh yeah, man, because she said this shit was nice, man. So like when she was going against the shapeshifter and the plant snake demon, the shapeshifter done caught up to her, and he done got her pent up against the wall, and she's like, "Hey, I saw that you took a shape of one of my I just said battle buddies,
Yeah.
but I'm a higher ranking. I can get some more information about Darkon. All you gotta do is keep me alive. You can take how I look and go do your espionage." He's like, yeah, that's a good point. Just to take it, because she already knew that the fake plant chick was coming up the stairs.
Oh,
Just for her to come to the stairs, think old dude is Maria, and light him up. And then that was kind of another knock. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Bro, Maria came out the shadows, bro, and she's shooting at her, and like you can see the bullets missing. I'm like, bro, she's a big ass target. How you miss her like that?
okay.
But she, either way, she got the job done, man. She got the job done.
Yeah. It was just for the scene, man. It had to be dramatic. You know what I mean? You couldn't
Yeah,
put all bullets on target, but she definitely went hard on that.
yeah,
But yeah, man, I'm giving this one a 10 or no?
yeah. I give it 10. I give it 10. I
That
didn't
was
expect them to
make
go
five,
through a
man.
kill on refugees either. That was wild.
Yeah,
That was wild.
yeah. You see, she got like a different understanding of what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh
kind of like
yeah,
that aspect of it too, because she was pretty hell bent. Like all of them gotta go. You know what I mean? I seen
yeah,
one, I seen them all. You know what I mean? Um,
yep.
especially how even in I think that was the first episode, or maybe yeah, it was the first episode when they was having the briefing and they let all the mercenaries leave the room. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
there.
And you see
Yeah.
how he's just like, nah, motherfucker, I smell it on you, like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Okay, so I wasn't tripping. So that was my other knock. I'm glad you went back there because I almost forgot. But that was my second knock. Because when she ran into the shape shifting dude, I think it was in the hallway at first. He was acting like he was injured and came out. He's like, "Oh, it's you." Well, Maria was like, "Oh, it's you." Where's everybody else? And he gave his little details, whatever. But man, he was rocking with her for like a good minute. She was just feeling like what she was doing for the mission to keep on going forward and everything. Like she didn't have any kind of inkling that he was a demon. The only thing I probably say is that maybe is because she went through so much shock and everything else she was going through
Yeah,
prior to catching up with him.
but I think the difference with that is he wasn't like a low ranking demon. And then secondly, because he was a shapeshifter, he uses the photon ions or something like that. He said, and
Something about plasma, yeah.
that's why he needs his victims to be alive. So he's not gonna have those physical features of a demon, like how she was saying, like sometimes one arm is longer than the other and all this other shit. Like this dude was a complete copy. So um,
True.
yeah, maybe she can use her. I mean, she's only human, right? So maybe
Yeah, correct.
his shape shifting
Well,
ability is
is
able.
she? I'm, I'm still pretty sure she's not human. You can't have
Oh,
people walking around with two color pupils like that and be like, yeah, that's a human.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it happens all the time, but you know what I'm saying. It's one of those rare things that could happen. Not a doctor, you know what I mean. But moving on, man. Moving on. Oh, you got anything else to say about the Minecraft? Any other
Yeah, at least she ain't walk.
nitpicks you want to say?
I was just gonna say, at least she ain't walking around like soccer.
You better not say anything about my hair or my eyes. Fuck out, man. That's all. That's all I want to say to that dude, man. Just shut up, man. All right, guys. Thank you for walking with us tonight. This is another episode of Where's My Anime, episode 23. I'm your boy Jay Sama. It's my host, co-host Dap, Skip Bayless of this name, anime review antagonist, super bleach hater, super Danny Dan lover.
Yeah.
Man, you go hard for Danny Dan, man. Let's not even do that. Um, let's get into one of my favorite animes right now. We got Super Cube season 1, episode 10. Let me just say this: if you haven't been watching Super Cube, go watch it. Now, I didn't tell y'all to go watch Windbreaker. If you want to watch Windbreaker, go watch season 1. That's about it. But Super Cube, man, this has been a nice surprise. It's a Chinese anime. I just advise you to Google it so you can find out where to watch it at. It's kind of like all over the place a little bit. It's not on your traditional platforms, but Super Cube has been hitting on some episodes, and then other episodes, there's some things going on, but we'll get into it. Episode 10, man. It was pretty cool for me, man. Just watching how things are unfolding at this quote unquote tuning exam, or this random selection fight joint is going on right now, Squid Games, if you will. Um, I don't really know what the mission is here, but that's okay because I think they're gonna reveal some more stuff in the next episode. Hey man, not too much on Super Q, bro. Um, and let me just say too, episode 7, hands down, is the best hand-to-hand combat animation fight scene I ever seen in my life. I went back. You know what it made me do? It made me go back to look at some Dragon Ball fights, some Jujutsu Kaisen fights, Hunter x Hunter fights. It made me go back and look at a bunch of fights, man. And it ain't got shit on that. I'm telling you right now. Mark my words, Super Q episode 7. If y'all haven't watched it, I beg you to go watch it. And it's not one of those fight sequences that last 5 minutes. Bro, they was throwing hands for at least a good 13 minutes, dog. And that's on the low side. I mean, and the episodes are short. I think each episode is like only 18 minutes, right? So,
Yeah.
straight to the point. Get in, get out. But going back to episode 10, coming off the high of episode 7, it's been going down a little bit, but the plot's changing, right? Now he's trying to find information so he can go save Yao, which is still like the ultimate goal. But yeah, man, this episode was cool, dog. We got to see a werewolf on steroids break through the glass in the room that they were in. Old buddy KO'd him with one hit. That was kind of crazy. But it revealed that the boss is actually somebody else, and she's there on a secret mission to retrieve something that we don't know about yet. Hey man, stop shaking your head, bro. You know Super Cube is like that. All right, stop being a hater all your life, man. Skip that. Nah, man. What do you think about episode 10? I'm fucking with it.
All right. Jackass of the night.
Oh
Super
my
Cube
God.
gets that reward.
How so?
Super Cube gets this reward.
How so?
All right. Just to go a little bit off of what Jay Sama said.
He doesn't.
Jay Sama said, sorry, was this, I ain't got my glasses on. Oh, yeah, for real, yeah, I'm about to go into it.
Man, you fucking hater, dog. Just hating
I'm not hating, bro. Like, this has nothing to do with me. I didn't write the script and be like, man, fuck the script, man. I'm like, nah, like, you keep bringing up episode 7.
I mean, I'm just
you have to.
I'm letting the chat know about episode 7. I'm not defending episode 10 with episode 7.
I mean, you kind of did, but you did. You kind of did.
I didn't, bro. I'm just saying, like, yo, I'm recommending people go watch Super Cube, and I'm telling them about episode 7 being one of the hottest animes I ever watched in my life. But I'm not defending episode 10. Go ahead. Pinky Paws, Super Cube was just Chinese solo leveling.
No, you can't even do that. You can't even do that. Like, you're not wrong. Like, it's trying to, but it's nowhere near. Nowhere near.
Yeah, go ahead.
Super Cube only has 2.5 good episodes. It is 10 episodes deep. It only has 2.5 episodes that I would say is worth watching.
That's not true.
That is fucking facts. The first episode, the episode where he was fighting in the gym, and the episode where he was fighting, episode 7, where he was fighting the dude. Other than that, that's it. That's it. That's where the high stops. Like right now, and I wasn't looking for it. I was on X, formerly known as Twitter, and I was watching another animation or a video of another Dawa or Chinese anime, and people were just, it was out of context. People were just talking about saying, like, hey, yeah, the actions are so great in these Chinese dongles, but when it comes to story, they fall straight to ass. Like the story does is not there. You're just there watching it for the action sequence. And that's it sounds great saying it out loud, but if you sit there watching it, that fucking sucks. I need a story. And right now, Supercube is showing me exactly what I was reading on X because the story just completely fell off after after episode 7.
It's not true.
Yeah, it's dead ass true, bro. Bro, you cannot sell me that there is going to be a tuning exam with 3 assessments that is strenuous and people are going to fail. Not show any of that, but one sequence, and that's them gambling in a fucking casino. Then go to the end and say these are all the people that passed the 3 assessments, and expect me to care about any of the people that they show me. And
Yeah.
then on top of that, you got episode 10. You just had a dude kiss an alligator on the forehead and his fucking head flew off. And then it was like, nah, fuck that alligator. We have something bigger and stronger and more fierce than the alligator. It's gonna fuck up all you people. Are you ready? And it got killed by a punch to the forehead by a nobody. What the fuck? That
Yeah.
means that this dude that took out the alligator is probably weak as shit too. He could
Look,
probably get taken out by the forehead by nobody. There's no there's nothing for me to grasp. It's ass. It's ass.
you're getting super excited, but let me know when I can interject because you just talked for like 5 minutes about.
I'm sorry, bro. Like,
You just
I'm
talked
sorry,
for 5
man, like,
minutes about nothing, bro. Here's the deal. Here's the
I
deal.
said something about nothing.
Nothing, man. Listen,
Bro, shit,
you just
bro. Like we just watched. Bro, we just watched. Look, episode 10, bro. They introduced this little whack ass Wolverine werewolf shit. Everybody freaked out about it coming out. All of a sudden now, somehow shit got put together that there's a fucking double agent pretending to be part of the games or whatever to obtain something that nobody knows. Wang uses his fucking microwave mind read shit to see that somebody to find that person and notice when he's gone to go find him and read people's fucking minds. I forgot why he was even there. And then he's talking about something, oh, I can go get the city, and once they go down into the fucking vault. I'm starting to go all over the place, but
all
the
right.
show is all over the place, bruh.
No, all right. Listen,
Like, it's ass.
listen
My
you're
God,
right.
it's ass.
So you just did 2 minutes again, but the last 5 minutes what you were talking about was all you did was just bring up fight scene moments, right? And you just said that everybody's watching these Chinese animes for the fight sequences, and you just pointed out some discrepancies with the fights. That's not what I've been saying about Super Q, because Super Q does have a plot. From episode 1 through 7, we knew what the plot was. The plot moved along pretty fucking decently. Now,
It did always for episodes.
oh, hold on,
8,
man.
and then that
Hold
shit
on,
died.
man. Hold on,
It
bro.
died at 8.
So episode 1 was fucking hot fire sauce, right? Episode I think 3 was the gym one, and then episode 7 was hot fire. But before you even got to episode 7, episode 6 was good. Episode 5 was good. I'm not saying it was hot fire, but it was good. We knew what the plot was. The plot was moving along. He was going to go save Yao. Yao got kidnapped. Okay, cool. We got it. Then they started introducing more players to it. Like the what's the clan that that had the scene where he kicked them out the car and they was on the street and they was still like bowing their heads and shit. What are
I know you're talking about, but I can't think of his name.
was it like the Chin Clan or something like that? Anyway, we got introduced to more players in the universe. Then we got introduced to all those fighters that we saw. Then on top of that, we got introduced to the first character that we seen in episode 1. I'm not gonna ruin it for our viewers, but we got a little bit more information
That's all
about
we do,
that.
man.
I know, but I know a lot of people not watching it yet, man. Go out there and watch it, you heard? So what I'm saying is the plot moved, it was moving. Now, if you want to say from episode 8 to 10, it's a little confusing on where the plot is going, that's fine. But that's only 2 episodes. And on top of that, Oh, on top of that,
You can't say that because
no,
that's
no,
the
no, no,
same
no,
formula. That's the same formula you can say for Windbreaker. That's the same
no,
formula you can
man.
say for
Oh, this is
Windbreaker.
this season. We're talking about 2 episodes, bro. The plot hasn't really changed. He's trying to get information on the clan that has you out.
That's not. It's not so much of how the plot.
Oh,
It's not so much about what he's trying to do for the plot. It's how they're trying to move the plot. They're moving it
right.
so inconspicuous, and it makes no sense. Like you brought up offline. You was like, "What? Where do you get that grenade from?" Exactly. Like there's shit that happens, and it's just happening to happen, and it doesn't make sense. Like when Wang and old girl are first fighting the security guards when they first meet them. For whatever reason, they act like they didn't stand a chance. And then on the second fight, he takes both of them out with one fucking hit. Bruh,
And
come
he
on,
like
now.
that,
That
bro.
is inconsistent as
No.
fuck.
Now he said y'all had to get rid of the girl because she was gonna slow me down, bro. Classic anime shit. Happens all the time. But
No, because it was a sneak attack. All she did was cut down and come down from the ceiling. She helped. She lied. He lied.
yeah, but I mean, but we know Wayne like that, bro. Chill out.
Nah, bruh. Nah,
Oh,
nah. Not
everybody
for the
too.
plot.
Everybody too. I know we normally do a disclaimer on this. But if you're watching this show, we do not read the manga, manhwas, or anything of that nature. This
Yeah.
is strictly based off our opinions about watching the animated shows when they come out. All right. So if we're talking, you're like, well, shit, that's not true because this is about to happen. We don't know what's about to
Yeah.
happen, so it's all speculation at this point.
Yep.
Hard if we ain't put that
Strictly
disclaimer out there.
pure ignorance. And don't spoil it for us if you read the book or the manga,
Yeah, we
whatever
don't, we
paper
don't,
that you read.
we don't want to hear
Don't
that
tell us
shit.
what happened on the paper.
For sure, for sure. Um, but nah, man. I think Super Q is still going in the right direction, and um, yeah. And did they ever reveal what she's really trying to steal?
I mean, I don't even care because I don't know who she is. But I don't.
Oh, bro, she's
She
a
was.
boss of
I know
Q.
they was in the vote and they took some stuff, and I know he got the city in essence from the vote as well. So now he'll be able to restore the cube or something to the likes of that. But other than that, I honestly don't know.
All right, cool, man. What you giving this episode, man? I already feel that the hatred number coming off you right now. What you giving it? Oh damn! You told me I ain't put the subtitle on. Super cute. I got the ticker on
Oh,
now. Yeah, what you giving this episode, man?
fuck it. One, one, one.
Okay.
The power scale is so inconsistent. The story is inconsistent. It's deserving. Jackass of the night.
Whatever,
It's
man.
in the one.
Giving it a 7, man. Pretty good. I enjoyed it.
It's insane.
I
That's
enjoyed it, man.
insane. People in the comments, please tell me what y'all think about this bullshit.
Yeah, yeah. Let
Please.
us know in the comments, man, because you know, I've noticed something when he reviews Chinese anime. I'm just keep it at that. This has been another episode of Where's My Anime? We on episode 23 tonight. Whoop de whoop. I'm Jay Sama. This is my co-host Dap. We're being brought to you tonight by Where's My Anime? Fit it right there. And then also we're being sponsored tonight by Sugar Junkie. Come get your fresh handmade sweet lemonade here. I'm sipping on something called apple pie. If y'all want to know, I'll probably drop it in the in the comment section after the live tonight. I'll drop the pages off. You know what I mean?
Apple pie lemonade. You heard it here first.
Yeah, apple pie lemonade, Sugar Junkie. You heard? Come get come get your high off on lemonade. So moving on tonight, the beginning after the end. Stock with your ass. Season 1, episode 6. Yeah, excuse my co-host, man. When he really dislikes something, he's just mad disrespectful to it.
It's called passion.
Hey man, what did you like about this episode?
When I turn the TV off, turn the TV off, turn the TV off. That's the only thing that was going to make that episode better. Turn the TV the fuck off. Yeah,
It wasn't anything about this episode you like.
no, no, no.
Not one
I
damn thing.
refuse. I refuse to give this anime any more publicity. I refuse to give this anime any more views. This studio does not deserve the money for what the fuck it's producing whatsoever. In a
Man,
way, I could have gave this Jackass of the night, but at least had some appreciation for Super Cute to give it Jackass of the night. This doesn't deserve any kind of recognition whatsoever, in my opinion.
all right, man. So look, all right, this is what we're gonna do. So, um, y'all let us know in the chat, man. We got windbreakers. We got this shit. Let us know if y'all just want us to stop talking about it. Because, like I said, man, I seen a petition online for the studio to remake this shit because it has been animated horribly. As far as the fight scenes go, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, man. Like, I don't know why they put all the budget into like aura or, you know, like glowing lights and shit. Like, sometimes I see it and I'm like, you know what, that looks nice. And then next thing you know, y'all, they had a flashback of when Arthur was sparring with the old king of the elves or whatever.
That wasn't a flashback. That actually
No,
happened.
no, I'm saying they showed the flashback, but they showed it in the still shot, just as they animated it on the previous episodes. Because when they sparred when he first got there. It was like that night when he first got to the elf town. You probably skipped that episode for real.
Oh no, that's probably exactly when I stopped. Like I turned it off as soon as he started fighting that old man elf because he threw some little light shit that like barely missed his head. Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw like two back and forths of that animation. Like nah, I
yeah.
thought so much better.
So in this last episode, they actually had a flashback of them actually doing it, and it just looks horrible, man. It's distasteful. This is 2025, man. We can't be getting PowerPoint presentations for fight choreography.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
we getting PowerPoint slides, man. Like that shit is trash, dog. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, I feel so bad too, man, because I feel like this happens to be a good story, a good plot. The only thing I did like about this episode tonight was when Arthur actually was able to talk to his parents to let them know that he was all right. Kind of felt like that was a good moment.
Oh yeah,
He
I
did.
didn't watch it. I was talking about the last episode.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Arthur, man, he actually became the apprentice for the old King of the Elves guy, and but he only agreed because the guy took him to old sorcery divine witch lady, and she was able to allow him to send his parents a message through manifesting what his parents looked like, and then she used some magic to fucking able to have a conversation with them and tell them everything was all right. Don't be, because they were over there sulking, man. You know, they was over there sad and shit. It was his birthday, the day he actually contacted them, and his mom like made that like his favorite soup and shit. They was just sitting at the table and they was just reminiscing like, you know, Arthur still be here if I didn't go tell him to go protect you and everything. And she was like, well, he still be here if I was stronger type shit. And it was like one of those good heartfelt, you know what I'm saying, moments, man. But it still can't make up for the pure shit of the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, the beginning after that, man. This is probably gonna be the last stop we talk about this anime up here. But y'all let us know in the comments for sure if y'all want us to keep going because I'm fed up, man. Like, look, man, I just came off Solo. I just came off Dama. I just came off Sakamoto Days. Man, even Dan to a certain degree. Like, I just came off Bleach. You can't give me bullshit like this, man, and expect me to keep watching and keep supporting it. Like, nah,
Yes.
can't do that.
Yes.
I don't know who the fucking animation studio is for this, but they gotta go. They gotta go. We're moving right along. Let's talk about this, man. My Hero Academia Vigilante, season 1, episode 5. Yeah,
Trying to
man.
remember what happened in
So,
Vigilante.
um,
I'm trying to remember what happened.
yeah, man. So, on this episode here, um, what's the pop star chick name?
Yeah, Pasta. I mean, I don't remember her real name, but yeah, Pasta.
Yeah. So, the thing I did like about this episode was,
Okay, I remember now.
the thing I did like about this episode, we finally got to know why, Crawler, um, actually didn't go the hero course, but he went the vigilante route. Was because back in the day he saved somebody when he was supposed to be on his way to take his hero exam, and he never made it because he saved somebody that was in the river, that was like 2 feet tall at the most. And it ended up being Pop Step. Long story short, and he was still missing one of his collector edition All Might hoodies, and she's the one who had it because that's the one he saved it with. I thought that was pretty cool, man. I didn't know how those two characters were going to actually know each other, or if they even knew each other at all, what the connection was going to be. But that was cool. And then I kind of like how it was all abruptly interrupted by Knuckle Duster. And then also too, man, like I wasn't too mad at the end of it. When we got the what was his name? The samurai dude. We got a here comes a new challenge and shit.
Yeah, you might as well call it Spain 2.0 because that's exactly what they selling them like, at least in my perspective.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at that, man. But I mean, he's staying. What did I call him at work, man?
Uh,
Was
I'm
it
about to
Spot?
explain.
Was it
Spot,
just Spot?
something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, he's taking down. These people that are using the. Damn, I feel like my mind just keep drawing a blank.
Trigger.
Yeah, using the trigger to become instant villains, and he's taking them down, but he's knocking them off like they dying, right? Like
Yeah,
he ain't
true
waiting to
vigilante.
come around and come pick them up. Real vigilante style.
I guess he's more Dark Hero.
Nah, bro, that's
Maybe
not
more.
that's not a hero.
I mean, Dark Heroes like they do like whatever it takes, regardless, to save the day.
Nah, but that's not a dark hero though.
What you mean?
This is a vigilante, man. He's taking justice in his own hands.
I guess.
What's the guess, bro?
I mean, I guess. Let us know in the chat. Like, what's the difference between Dark Hero and Vigilante?
Yo, like so a dark hero could be something like somebody who has to use maximum output in order to get the job done, right? Like you know they don't want to do it, but they got to do it, kind of thing, right? And if they don't, all humanity is lost. A vigilante is somebody who's like, yo, I'm not with the government, I'm not with anybody. If I see you do something wrong, I'm taking you out. And a real vigilante, they're gonna off you. That's it. Oh, I'm gonna leave you here, get locked up by the police, and you know, justice will be served type shit.
I mean, that doesn't feel my point.
Right, sorry,
So what would you consider dark? What would you consider Red Hood?
vigilante. What you talking about? The Punisher, a vigilante, dog. Motherfuckers
I
don't give a
mean,
fuck.
you can't keep many people with like no powers, but I mean, okay, I guess. Okay, he's a vigilante. Let
Yeah,
somebody in the comments tell me otherwise.
yeah. Go ahead, man. So, what do you like about this episode?
Yeah, man. Going off of the thumbnail and the title of this episode, which I think is called "The Judgment," and it got popped up as the thumbnail. I already figured there was going to be some backstory about Pop Stuff, and I was kind of worried about that. I'm like, damn, like this is going to be kind of like a not necessarily filler, but I don't know which way it's going to go with the episode. Like, vigilantes ain't been hitting like that, so I can only think on the lower end on what they were gonna do. But after watching it though, like they got straight to the point about what they were going for. It was still one backstory for Pop still, and I like how they executed it. It wasn't bad at all. I did like how they wrapped that all around. Um, 'Cause I don't think it really started until uh, Koichi was like, "Man, I used to have all the jackets, all but one, because I lost it." And I think that's when the backstory went back between Koichi and Koichi and Pastel. Because then you find out after you saved Pastel from I don't know what
So,
you want to call that.
are you saying this is what you liked about the episode?
Yeah, as far as like how they were able to deliver the backstory and it's not consuming the whole episode. Like it was just straight to the point, and then after that went back to progressing the story. Because that
Right.
probably lasted like maybe 7 or 10 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, it was
And
about half
then
the episode.
yeah, and then they went hit the streets, and then we got introduced to one of the guys they already fought before because he turned to like a little stone golem stuff or something like that when he takes the trigger.
Yeah,
But while
but
they're fighting them,
he had a different formula this time.
yeah, because I gotta remember these names. The beach chick that
The Beehive.
she's the dope peddler. She done conjured up a different concoction of trigger, I guess you could say, and she gave it to one of the guys. I can't remember what episode it was, but the dude literally turns into like a big swole dude with like rocks poking out his body. Which I will have to admit, I'm kind of getting tired of seeing that trope as far as vigilante. So far, most of the people that we've seen that take trigger, they turn into like some big swole hulking person. Like, come on, man. We
Nah,
got
man.
quirks with like crazy. There's no boundaries that we really seen on quirks. So why are you bounding them to all being big swole people after taking uh trigger? Well, majority. I mean, not everybody got both, but
I'll say, man,
easily 50, easily 50.
hey, don't do that to Ill Boy, man. Don't do that to
He's too
him.
slippery to punch.
Trash, trash, for real, dog.
Oh yeah. And that happened that episode too, right? Or was that the last episode when the Wolverine? No, yeah, the Wolverine dude. Damn, ain't that him? The Wolverine dude asked to meet up with Koichi and Pastel
Yeah,
in the restaurant.
and they really wasn't feeling it. And so,
Yeah.
Pain 2.0 got Spikey to next on his list. He's the next hit.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
we see how it's gonna go.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, he pulled out the photographs in his hands. He was like, on to my next target or something towards that. So we'll see how that goes, man. I'm gonna get this episode. It was alright, man. I give it a 6. It wasn't bad. Wasn't too good. It was alright. It was mid. What about you?
Yeah, yeah, I'll match you on that, man. And I think like only other thing that really sells it for me matching it is just the fact that like they're starting to introduce new characters, but these new characters aren't really like breaking boundaries like they should be. Like I shouldn't be looking at this new vigilante character dude and be like, oh, that's Stain. Like I shouldn't be relating him, or I shouldn't be relating people from this series from or the spinoff to the main series. Like, come on, like use some creativity and make some new shit. Like,
Isn't that the only one though?
is that only like that's relatable?
Yeah.
Off top right now.
It's the only one. Skip. Like, chill, man. It's the only one, man.
I don't think so, man. I feel like there's somebody else that has like a bouncy. Nah, I might be confusing her.
You are, man. All good, bro. There's only one character like that. And right now,
I
we don't know.
mean, as of right now,
Right now, we don't know enough about him to really call him Stain 2.0, but that's what he's really leaning towards. You know what I mean?
he got damn near introduced just like how Stain did in Dark
Yeah,
Shadows. You can
he
only
might-
see his eyes. Motherfucker got sword. Like, come on,
He
man.
might, just come with no quirk. He might just be a regular human, no quirk, just out there.
Maybe.
So,
Maybe.
you know, Like give him a chance, bro. Damn. Oh, moving on. This is another episode of Where's My Anime, episode 23. I'm your boy Jay Sama. This is my co-host Dap. Doing another episode. Drop something in the comments, chat. Let us know how y'all feeling tonight. Let us know if you agreeing with me or disagreeing with my boy. Um, we're gonna keep this thing moving along. Uh, next next episode we're talking about Hero X season 1 episode 5. Another Chinese animation joint going on. You can catch this one on Crunchyroll. It's been pretty interesting to say the least. As far as the whole mechanics of the show and like, what's happening and ah um but this episode in particular, I think it was alright, man. Like it wasn't nothing to really get hyped off of. I wish that we could have been more focused on the main character, especially coming off an episode where now he's becoming his own hero. He's out of the shadows of night. And I felt like they kind of, I'm not gonna say dropped the ball, man, but damn, they could have kept giving us that shit, right? They could have,
Yep.
if we could just stuck with that, I would have been good either way. Um, but they kind of went like in another direction. And they gave us a regular person who's not a hero, who was cosplaying as a hero at his job. It just kind of went down a little story about, how he didn't have any followers or anybody that believed in him. And then some things happened, and then he got one, and it was all right, man. It's hard to really hate on it, but at the same time, I wish they would have just focused on the main character and just kept it going. I mean, honestly, man, this episode really could have been like a half episode of everything that transpired, unless this character is going to be important to the story. Um, unless that's why they put it in here. But I swear, man, he better play an important part of the overall plot of the show, because right now the only thing we know is to be Hero X, right? Like, we want the main character to become the top dog. Like that's the name of the show. So, I thought that the show was gonna, shed light on how that actually happens, or if he's able to obtain that. And episode 5 just fucking took us on a ride somewhere else. That one that I really wanted to fucking go on, right? So that's how I feel about it, man. I ain't going in a lot of detail because it was alright, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Like it wasn't. It was more story building than it was action, and then the action that we did see. It was alright. It's alright. Again, I mean, still beautifully animated. I love how they animate the show. I love how they go in different animations when they're, fighting and stuff like that. But this one really wasn't it for me.
Yeah. It's okay, viewers. I got you, man. We're going to use our third eye. We're going to properly examine this episode. So I wish we was able to talk about episode 10. I don't know why I say that like we got something preventing us from it, but I wish we did talk about episode 4 last week, because episode 4 was dope. So it left off with Lynn going off to go save Moon, supposedly from I can't remember the dude what he named himself, but the truth of dare guy that came from episode 2 that got juiced up off of fear juice. I guess they don't really introduce what that is yet, but yeah. So episode 4, Lynn gets exposed as not being nice. No pun intended.
Got good points most of the time. Nah,
He tries to.
Dap kind of goes off the rails sometimes, but I try to reel his ass back in a little bit. But
I'm a blue whale. You can't reel me in.
Appreciate that. I want to know which animes does Dap actually like.
What's the anime I actually like?
Hold on, before you answer that, I know a 3.
Yep.
Dan.
Straight hot fire.
What anime do you actually like?
like I'll just keep it short. Like if I was to recommend it to somebody, I would always recommend Dragon Ball Z. That ain't perfect, but I mean, ain't nothing perfect, so I didn't mean to say that. But
That's why.
Dragon Ball Z, Mariah Nikki, uh, in English, Mariah Nikki's Future Diaries. No, it's not like that. Um,
It is like
and third,
3 animes, man. Come on, man.
that's a lot, man. That especially I want to go back
Come
and
on,
watch.
man.
That's a lot. That's a lot of good ones, man.
Go ahead, bro. Put Dandy Dan up there. Love that shit.
Nah, it wouldn't be nothing. I mean, I could say Solo Leveling. I was trying to keep it like something older, but I mean, Solo Leveling could easily be on there. I guess for the sake of just keeping this short, so I ain't sitting there staring off in the corner for the next 5 minutes trying to think of a third anime. I'll say Solo. I'll say Solo.
Not a bad
Dragon
list.
Ball, Brian, Nikki, Solo Leveling.
Not a bad list, man. Go ahead, man. Back to
Uh, yeah. So Lynn gets exposed as not being nice, no pun intended, and he still gets the viewers and the fans without having the title of nice, and still climbs the boards. And after that goes down, and he beats the truth of dare dude, and he finds out that he didn't even have Moon. Like he was using a Android, and it was a hologram looking like Moon. I forgot what transpires after that, but Lin goes back and gets Moon's little teleport gun, teleports to the island where he left Moon or where Moon went to. They chit chat for like maybe a minute, and then
yeah,
all of a fucking sudden she gets shot in the head, and she's laying on the ground. And honestly, I
Bing
was just
bong.
as shocked as her. Oh, go ahead.
No, I said Bing bong.
For real. Bop bam boo. Peekaboo. But just as much as me being shocked that she got shot, I was even more shocked when or surprised in the way that she was laying on the ground. Because she was laying on the ground the same way she was laying in the bed when Lynn first came into the building. And I was like, yo, what the fuck is that? Like, so I'm definitely trying to see how that
Foreshadowing.
put the ties in together. Definitely.
Foreshadowing.
For
Yeah.
real. For real. And they do show the person that shot him, like that shot Moon. He doesn't say nothing, but you see that. But that's what we got left with on episode 4. And then it goes to a whole nother person, whole nother story. But so man, come in, go fucking side, man. I need to write these fucking names down. So I'm not saying dude and do that all the
Yeah,
goddamn time. You
you
actually know
made
what I'm
you
talking about. I think it went by the name of Evo. Does that sound right? That was the hero name?
Are you talking about episode 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the hero they're focusing on now is called Evo. The new main character, I guess we could say for the sake of just saying new character or main character. Um, like Jason was saying, he's already doing like actings and rehearsals and stuff, pretending to be Evo. Like dude's going to fucking birthday parties and pretending to be Evo, entertaining kids and stuff. And it just so happens like one of the kids, actually no, it's his birthday party um, that he's doing. One of the kids' birthday parties that he's doing is Evo. Like he's not feeling it at all. He's like, dude, man, you suck as Evo. You ain't got the lights, you ain't got the gear, you don't have the charisma, like you have nothing. Like you just suck.
It's actually ESO.
He sold?
Yeah.
He sold. Okay. But yeah, he's like, man, you suck. You have none of the aesthetics of he sold. And for the people that haven't watched it, he sold like looks like Sparkman, the Elemental Hero Sparkman from Yu-Gi-Oh! He kind of looks like that a little bit.
Hey man, ain't nobody watch Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Go ahead.
But oh man, almost lost my train of thought. Damn. All right, but main character that's training to be the next Iso has a crush on this girl. But he's too afraid to say, "Hey, I love," or "I want to be with you. Let's go on a date," because she thinks she's with some other guy. And even the little brother to that sister knows that she likes The guy trying to be Esau, not the popular rich guy. Damn. Hold on, sorry. A lot of information coming to me, and I'm losing track.
I
Fuck.
mean, look, man. The thing about this episode that was a little confusing for me was all of a sudden, her little brother just gets kidnapped. I just they really have to explain that on next episode 'cause that didn't make any sense, man. And it's
Yes.
not like she's a um. I mean, she's just a student, just like he is, right? Like, it's not like she's royal family or something like that, and they got targets on their back. From what how they present it. So they definitely got to let us know, like why was her brother like a target to be kidnapped, and then why were those guys actually selected for the job? It just seemed like it was out of nowhere. Um, and the only bright spot for me in this episode, man, again, I really didn't give a shit about this episode because it isn't what I wanted to watch. Um, but it was nice to actually see, another mechanic of how a hero can be made just by one person believing in them, which is,
Yes.
the interesting aspect to the show as a whole. Um, and it's, for me, it's original because I haven't watched another anime with this kind of aesthetic to it as far as what it takes to be a hero, right? Normally,
Oh,
normally heroes are born, heroes are genetically altered, some heroes are made, but in this show, heroes are gifted by the people that believe in.
yeah, yeah. I think I just lost train of thought again. But
It's all good, man. It's all good. We got a lot of episodes that you can gain your trust back in and get back to it.
hopefully, I mean, I had better viewpoints of this episode because it did. I did like that. This episode, even though it's about a different character, it did finally break down how the mechanics work a little more clearly. It's not to like 100%, but it
No,
still breaks down how the mechanics work a little bit more clear.
it's
But
still questions for sure.
huh?
It's still questions for sure.
Yeah, yeah. But the reason why I don't, as much as I still would have liked to see what happened between Lin Moon and whoever this assassin was, I'm not I'm not hating it because if you when you look at the covers for this anime, there's a whole bunch of different heroes on there. So I feel like they're gonna end up going down and doing this probably for every character that is on that cover. And they'll probably come together and it might be like the Justice League type shit. And then once you got a whole breakdown of all these characters or some kind of background or development, then they'll go after uh centralized villain.
I fucking hope so. We'll see, man. I don't know.
More than likely.
We'll see. What you giving
Oh,
this
true.
episode?
I do also. Uh, I give it an 8, man. I like it. I like it.
No, I give it a 7. It wasn't bad.
This is one of the animes I like this week.
I like Super
Oh,
Cute this week.
see, I think this is the only anime I like. Oh no, besides Dante. So Devil May Cry. This and Devil May Cry is the only animes I like this week.
Fucking shit,
That's it.
man. Did you not watch
That's
Fire
it.
Force?
Devil May Cry and this is the only animes I
Oh,
like this week.
God.
That's it.
Get
That's
out of
it.
here, man. Are you
I mean, if you
serious?
want. Oh,
Are you
I'm
serious?
yeah, I'm doing this.
Oh, man. All right. All right.
I didn't take the one off so you know that count.
All right, man. Moving along, man. Thanks everybody for tuning in. This is another episode of Where's My Anime? We're on episode 23. I'm your boy Jay Summers, my boy Dap. We just talked about the Be a Hero Act. Hit us up in the comment section if you agree with what I'm saying or you disagreeing with that saying. You know, say whatever you want. We'll put it up here. Just like Black Love by Design did. I want to know which animes does Dap actually like because he really doesn't like a lot of animes, especially not the new animes out. He is probably one of the people that you can be like, you know what? he's that anime's biggest hater. And that's how he comes with it. But
I put high expectations, man. If y'all, oh, you try to treat me like Simon. Simon's so mean.
uh,
I just got high expectations, man. Like we
I
know
do
what y'all
too,
were
bro.
capable of doing, man.
I don't have low expectations. I'm just saying, I just keep it a buck. If it's good, it's good. If it isn't, it isn't. But you, man, you just fucking nitpick, find shit that's dope, and you still got a problem with it somehow.
I mean, I gave my nitpick about Devil May Cry, but that wasn't enough to knock it down until like a 2 or a 3. I ain't even say 7. I don't think. Pretty sure I said 8 or 9. That's not, I said 10, right? I don't, it should have been like a 10.
All right, man. Let's get into it. Lazarus season 1, episode 5. Um,
The saga continues. The search is still going, trying to find Dr. Skinner. I don't know why this episode came off. This one didn't connect with me as much as the last episode did. The last episode,
yeah, I went
episode
back and watched the
4.
last episode.
Oh, did you went back and watch it?
Yeah, you know what,
It was better
man?
than me. I like that one a lot more than this one.
It was all right, but episode 5, it's like I don't think I'll be able to last with this show actually, man. Like they give you just enough action for you to be like, oh, okay, some action this episode, and I don't think I'm gonna like this slow grind of a plot, man. It's starting to become a fucking nuisance, man. At this point, just trying to find one person, and they have to go through so many other people just to get to this one person. Like, you know, like y'all just invaded the president's crib. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing at this point? So who's next? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, it's gonna be person after person, and then you're gonna give me, oh, you're gonna finally reach Dr. Skinner at the end, and then that's how it's probably gonna go off, and then going into season 2. I'm not ready to be disappointed like that, man. So I don't know, man. I'm I'm really getting tired of these new animes out right now, and this is one of the ones I'm getting tired of. But
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. Like I was saying, I don't know why this episode has such a disconnect. Because episode 4 was fine with me. We didn't review that one, but they went looking after a hacker they thought was going to be associated with Dr. Skinner, and they did find him, and they found out he didn't have any connections. He was doing some hacking background shit himself to get money for half from the stocks. So that was another dead end, which so far has been nothing but dead ends since since we've been starting this. Which I mean, I'm not necessarily hating it, but I wish they'll kind of use some more of the elements that they presented in episode 3, if I'm not mistaken. Because when they separated and Axel and Chris, I think is her name. I can't remember what facility they went into, but they ran into I'll just say some Hispanics, some Hispanic gang. I think it was the FBI. I want to say there was like a third group. Like they ran into a lot of people that was also looking for scanners. So I thought we was going to kind of see more of that. Like we're going to see like other people they're going to be intertwining with or bumping into because it is a world pandemic. Like everybody's trying to find Dr. Skinner so they can honestly do whatever the fuck they want. Because right now you can have any kind of agenda trying to find the person who has the cure for something that's going to kill just about everybody in the world in 30 days. But they haven't been doing that at all since then. And for episode 5, it kind of drags it out a little bit more. Like the plan that they had was kind of dope, and I felt like it should have went down a lot bigger than it was. So for episode 5, they had the smart idea to fake that they found the cure in hopes to bring Skinner to them.
It ain't working.
And it didn't work at all. And it ended up like even sadly, I didn't even think about it. But it ended up attracting everything but Skinner. Like you had somebody in there that sabotaged it, so they can rush in there and go take the serum, which the serum was just a bottle of green saline.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. It's like dead end after fucking dead end, bro. Like I don't know if I want to watch it as it's just gonna be fucking cat and mouse race. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then
Man,
they only
you can't.
sprinkle a minimum of action in there, man. Like, it's just a little bit. Nah,
I
that's
mean,
not
I'm
my.
okay with it not being action
Yeah,
in there.
yeah,
Yeah, like yeah.
that man.
I'm completely fine with the minimum of action.
Yeah, but the
I will
story
say
is
I felt
good. Like the concept of the story is good.
yeah.
But a slow drag execution of it, man. Oh, just dead ends at the episodes. It just does nothing for me, man.
I mean, like
Dude, it's dead
yeah,
end.
I guess it's
It's like
yeah.
it's not even like, oh, okay, we found another piece of the puzzle. Let's put that together. It's fucking dead end, episode after episode.
Well, I wouldn't say that completely because they did end up finding the lady that did adopt her, and they did get some insight and details from that. So I wouldn't say every episode was in it, but I'm not saying they got a shit ton of information from that moment either, though.
Okay,
So like, it's still yeah,
what's gonna
but
are they any closer
yeah.
to putting a piece of that information towards getting Skinner?
I don't know. I guess the part that threw me off for this episode is that it kind of ended as like introducing a new challenger. I guess so. Like I guess we'll see. So the I wish I remember her name. The hacker chick on Axel's team, um, basically try to sell every cell safe proof way of securing the network and everything for this facility where they were presenting the fake serum, so that if anybody was going to try to hack in, she'll be able to figure out where they're doing it from, figure out their location, then go get them. And hopefully they were tied in with Skinner, with Dr. Skinner. But it just ended up being another hacker. I was just trying to get in there and figure out what's going on with this cure that's being presented or announced and stuff. Like, man, that was absolute nowhere. Like, they kind of really just wasted their time on that one.
Another dead end, bro. Another one bites the fucking dust. That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah,
I'm giving this episode a 4, dog, and I'm almost tired of it. I'm almost tired of it.
yeah. I don't know why this one. I don't know why this one hit so much differently as far as a dislike. This one, I had to give it a 6. Like, it wasn't terrible, but I felt like they could have did something different with this. Like for them to announce that there was a cure, and really that was the only thing that happened. Like I feel like it should have been something bigger than that. Because even the first dude that ran up and grabbed the serum, he was like, "Yeah, I was about to come up here and take the cure because y'all are gonna sit here and try to monetize it instead of just giving it out." So like we have people that say stuff like that, but you don't see like other executions with other like-minded people or different-minded people coming through to intervene as well. It kind of leaves your head scratching a little bit.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, I ain't fuck with it at all. Like, I mean, I just feel like the execution of this shit is a little lazy, man. Like, we're just gonna keep pushing this shit out, pushing it out, pushing it out, and I'm gonna be very disappointed at the end. Almost kind of like Attack on Titan.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Actually,
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Oh no, it just reminded me. I mean, maybe that was speed of the story too. Because remember, I can't remember. I think it was the president. Um, he was saying that when they first tested it happened before they released it, they tested it out on some chimpanzees, and one of them had just died, like either that day or like 2 days ago. So streets might be on. I mean, the streets already on fire, but once people start dropping,
so that was for clinical trials. So that was like before the drug was even released. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was there before release, but I mean, it just died though. Like it wasn't like it was already released when it died. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I mean, time isn't still up. I'm just saying, like, I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna hate the ending, and it's not gonna be very good. I'm gonna come back up here and talk shit about it. But moving along. Moving along. We got Yaba Samurai Legends Season 1, Episode 5. This is probably the most disliked episode I like about the show. only because it was just straight filler. I feel like, um, but I mean, you really didn't get an insight for anything except for that. Um, Onamaru, his org thing. That's
Yeah,
what he
eight
called it.
ogres.
Huh?
The eight ogres.
Yeah, the ogres. Um, evidently, they don't succeed on their mission, they can just get the fuck up and join the other team or go home. And that's the only insight that I got out of this whole episode. Um, it's man. This episode was man. Like, this is another reason why anime has not been good for me watching this week, dog. This is probably the most mid episode it has came out with to date. I didn't like it at all.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Shout out to JP because I know he loves them hot spring episodes, bro. This would have been his banger right here.
Hot spring episode, we still don't get anywhere. Y'all still can't fucking use the sword correctly. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, I can 100% agree with you on that one. This episode didn't like it was doing good with the way it was mixing in like it was comedic and funny gimmick and things in the other episodes. But I think this one, I don't even know if I can say it overdid it,
Yeah, you got
but
fucking
it didn't. It didn't work.
yeah, fucking Patrick Starfish, dude. Like, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing about this episode. At this point, Onamaru, he's sending out his ogres, but he knows exactly what Yaba is, and he has oh shoot, I forgot the name of his sword. The wind sword.
Why?
No, that's Yaba's sword. I'm talking about Onamaru's.
The
But
Fuji
he
song.
has his sword, but he doesn't go out there and fucking go get the job done when he knows where Yaba is.
Well, he just took over. I wish I could remember when he took over that facility in that last episode because he went there and just wiped them all out. He done decorated and everything that whole meantime.
I mean, he's sitting on his little throne, but I'm like, bro, like
Yeah.
you know exactly where he is. Look at the job done. You're older. This dude don't even know how to use the sword yet. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, this episode, man, it was a 4, dog.
Didn't they get the gem? The gem that was actually in the sword that actually made it the Raiju Damn,
Yeah.
I can't remember. I can't pronounce that
What is
shit.
it, Ryugen?
I mean, I know it's thunder in Japanese for the most part, but I can't remember the rest of it.
Yo, damn, what's her name? Old girl has it.
Oh, she has it? Okay.
Yeah, it's around her neck. But like I said, huh?
Damn. I'm about to go back and look at it. I don't remember seeing it around the neck. So I would have thought that, one of the demons at least would have noticed, especially when he started fucking swirling the sword with his fingers in the fucking middle of it.
Yeah, I don't know what she was doing with it when she was in the hot springs, but she has it around her neck when she wasn't in the scenes in the hot springs. But hot springs episode, a lot of filler. It was a 4.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling it all. Man.
I was gonna say 3. Yeah, because I don't like it just sucks. Like, if you gonna sit there and say like these are like the top 8 of the ogres, and you gonna have them fight, because I'm trying to remember who came with the turtle demon dude that ended up being saved by
it was one of the snake ogres, remember?
Mr. Snake. Yeah.
Like, that shit was trash, bro. But anyway, man,
Like,
here
Mr.
we are.
Snake came with it.
Here we are, bro. Like, this is one of the reasons why anime was on a down week, man. For the episodes like this.
Not wrong.
Any last thoughts about Yaba?
Let's see how episode 6 goes. I mean, this is only one episode. Like, every episode before this hit, like 1 through 5, 1 through 4, they all hit. So, not every episode. So,
When you say hit, it was alright, bro. Like, I mean, let's not like act like they. Let's not act like this shit's super cute.
I mean, if I like a super cube, I'd be like, this is a negative, but like this,
It's been pretty.
there was nothing in this episode where I'd be like, this is inconsistent. Nothing showed me inconsistency.
Yeah,
It just
but
didn't move the story along.
yeah, that these past 2 episodes been consistently mid. That's the consistency. These past 2 episodes, 4 and 5 has been mid.
I mean, the last episode was more of a training arc than anything, because that's when he learned how to do the fucking swirl. God damn, what word is my speaking today? Swirl the sword on his fingers and shit. Like that's when he learned how to do that, fighting Mr. Snake. And then now we see how I'm gonna call him Mr. Turtle. I don't know why he's everything but a Mister and whatever animal he looks like. He got a more beautiful ass name looking shit, but now we figure out how Mr. Turtle ends up on the team because we see him on the cover of the anime. So now we see how he's part of the team, but now he needs to actually do something. Hopefully, he comes out with some dope techniques of his own instead of just spilling the intel of the 8 ogres. Yeah, just going from there. But I mean, at the same time though, episode 6 should be pretty dope because only Maru, he had the little vampire or whatever ogre come through, and maybe he's standing on business.
Supposed to be the strongest ogre, man. We'll see. We'll see if it's bullshit or not. But hopefully they find this fucking island where they need to go, and they can get shit popping again. We'll see. Y'all, but tighten up your shot group. Moving on. What's wrong with this? Moving on, man. We got Fire Force, season 3, episode 6. All right, man. So look, this is my anime of the week. I'm going with Fire Force. I watched it today, and for the first time, I was watching it, and I was like, "Yo, Shin, he's growing on me a little bit." But today I watched it, man, and I was like, "Damn, man! Like, okay, like, is he gonna get there? Is he gonna get there?" And finally, it took 6 episodes into season 3.
I feel like you're only saying that you saw those lines.
It took 6 episodes into season 3 when Shin is finally about to fucking face death and gets like I don't know if that was just for animation purposes, but when the shit came down across his face, I was like, oh, okay. It was like in Japanese letters and what was it? It symbolized close to death or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But the shit came down his forehead. I'm like, yo, Shin is really getting activated out here, man. Saw the blue flames. Went toe to toe with Captain Burns, which is a crazy ass name too to be in the Fire Force. Like, yo, how fucking perfect is that? And then the battle scene. Now, I mean, like I said, man, I watched the best hand-to-hand combat fucking fight choreography I've ever watched in my life. And even after watching that, I'm watching this shit. I'm like, it just doesn't compare at all. When you're talking about movement, environmental use, this shit was just power-ups going back and forth, and then Shen did do some acrobats, against the walls and shit, and then he's trying to move his legs differently, which was all dope, man. But again, it brings me back to my next point. This was supposed to be like a pivotal match, and it doesn't even hold a fucking candle to Super Cube, dog. I think after every fight sequence I see, it's gonna have to be compared now because shit is just not moving like that, dog. It isn't. Anyway, going back to Fire Force, it was a nice little battle, man. It raised more questions after it was done, which I kind of felt like I'm glad they didn't go like the Captain Burns being like like going rogue and shit. They kind of just let him be an old man with his own personal views that he had since he was born, right? Like, I've been praying or something, and come to find out, that's not what it is. But the whole idea was just me praying, right? And that's kind of what he grasped onto, and also, it's kind of like, yo, man, like if you think you're gonna do what you think you're gonna do, Shin, you definitely gonna have to beat me because there's way stronger people out there than me. That's the kind of notion I felt, and the reason why he was beating the shit out of Shin so bad because he needed him to get stronger like that. Which is cool. This is Jonan, I get it. But I was fucking with it, man. And then I saw the blue flames. I'm like, yo, finally. And then I'm sitting here thinking, like, oh shit, like, yo, is Arthur gonna turn the fuck up too? You know what I'm saying? So they didn't show that, but and my boy, damn, Joker, he back there smoking a cigarette, like, I'm like, damn. So that was dope too, man. I fucked with this episode, man. I'm so glad that this has been a shift in pace and a shift in the fights and stuff that I didn't get to see in season 2. And it's been much appreciated in season 3. I like how they're just getting fucking down to business, man. I don't have any issues with this episode, all except for the fact about the doppelganger shit. I have no clue what that's about. And I also didn't know what they meant by now a new pillar is here. Is I don't know where that came from. I don't know, and then after Shin beat Burns, like the whole little the demon shadow like raised up and shit. It raised questions that I don't know what's happening. And then at the end, Burns like teleport somewhere. Like I don't know. But I did like what I like what I saw. And then, bro, you remember I had asked you about the chick in the A squad on the nun, who practiced and stuff. And did you see the way the scientist was looking at her when she was like, what she say? She said Maddie must have blocked that blast from hitting us. And the scientist dude is looking at her like, shit, you don't even know, do you? You know what I mean? Because apparently, like, she used divine protection or whatever the fuck she supposedly did.
You think she did?
Yeah, that's who did it. That's why the scientist dude was looking at her like all crazy, like he thought it was I think her name is Maddie. Mata, right? Yeah, because she thought Mata did it. Which one is it? Is it Maki?
Yeah, Maki. M-A-K. M-A-K-E.
Yeah, she thought Maki had deflected the blast, but Maki was like, this shit is about to kill me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they were like, you had some divine intervention happening or divine protection, whichever one, and motherfuckers are still there. I know you hated that because I know you like to see people die. But when it was going on, I was like, oh shit, they really getting activated in this episode. But of course they didn't. But I'm super curious about that because her whole role on this team is just to pray, just to put the infernos out. Like that's all she does. And I hate that about her character, man. But if she got some divine shit happening, bro, that shit is dope. And then at the end, which we have a new challenger alert. He just came out of fucking nowhere. I think it's the dude from the old squad, the guy who fly on the brooms and shit. The guy who does the moon ride.
No damn new challenger.
No, but he had a mask on.
I don't know why he had a mask on, but yeah, everybody knew who that was.
You think you know?
Oh, yeah, it's him.
Bro, that shit is so dope, bro. That shit is
He's the only one that got the brooms. He used the brooms to stop those other evangelists right when he was about to jump back in the rest of the game.
I know, bro, but they say he's the strongest fucking captain, right? He's the strongest captain, bro. They say he's the most powerful one. I mean,
I doubt he's stronger than Burns. I guess if you count Burns being dead, yeah.
He's not dead.
You think Burns is not dead? I'll lose my shit. He got
Yeah.
what? Ain't this your sternum? Like right here, like that little whatever that part is, like in the middle of your chest, right there where that little divot is. It's like he got stabbed right there.
Bro,
Like, bro, come on.
he turns into a burning lion, dog. Stage 5, bro. Like, what you talking about? He's dead.
Yeah, that's even more reasons. I'll save my shit for later.
Nah, go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm done. I'm done.
All right, well, I guess I'll pick it up right. And that's like one of the reasons why I don't like this episode, dude. Like, bro, you're delivering somebody who is one of the strongest captains in this series, and you got him fighting somebody that's been the least experienced in the Fire Force. Like, there was so much going on where it kind of like it wasn't a complete like. Nah, it was one sided. Like Captain Burns could vengeance that violated him along with the whole fucking place. Unless he's just really not like that. Because from what Joker was saying, he was saying like once he hits like 3 or 4 or some shit, like he's like, oh, he's unstoppable. We can't do anything. And bro made it all the way up to 5.
It was intentional, bro. It was intentional, right? Like, if you notice, he said, "You never dodged any of my attacks." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like before. When they first fought, he never dodged none of that.
But what I'm saying is that it was intentional for him to make sure that Shen left that fight being able to defeat him. That was the intentional part. The goal for Captain Burns wasn't to defeat Shen. Let me just put it in layman's terms. It wasn't to beat him. It was to make him better than him. That was the goal.
I mean, I didn't even understand his I didn't understand his angle, to be honest with you. I mean, like, if you could break that down, like, I caught that he was saying, like, after he got scratched by the Infernal and he seen the Adola or the Evangelist, whatever.
Yeah. The divine evangelist, you know, who wants to bring destruction on earth, right? Once he found out, the truth, which he can only see destruction in his other eye.
Yeah.
He didn't give up the idea of what got him there, which was praying, right? Like, that's why they built the throwback to him praying all the time. Although
he was praying enough.
Right. So what he did was he leaned on the act of praying, right? Not the end results of praying. That's why he said my prayers had nothing in it. But he was leaning on the fact that he still was going to pray. And then he even alluded to that he was still an old man and he just wanted to, he wasn't going to change his will after all these years, right? Although he knew that his prayers had nothing, like, no meaning to it. But he wasn't, it was just the act of praying that did it for him, right? And so, with that being said, his objective wasn't necessarily to stop, and his objective was to make sure Jim was able to beat him, and that's why he stood right there 10 toes down, and let Shane give him all he fucking got, which was pretty dope, man. Because even after all that hoorah and doing the best he could and shit, like, that motherfucker finally sat down, bro. I was like, damn, it's cold. And then the doppelganger came out, and I was just like, well, what the fuck is this? What's happening?
Yeah, it came out for somebody else too, and I was trying for the life of me to try to remember who else.
Right? I said it was in season 2. Doppelganger. I felt like it was in season 2. Man.
Yeah, it kind of would have been because season 3 started off with all this shit going on. So yeah, it would have been season 2.
No. One thing I didn't like is they didn't get back to Captain Obi, and I'm like, this motherfucker is up there still flexing after all this shit. Oh, okay. Which I told you, man, this season that's been the biggest ass pull to me. I think it would have had more meaning if they just let Captain Obi fucking get it over with. He's an infernal, and now Squad A still got to rebound and try to actually get out of this mess, right? But they didn't. I mean, whatever, man. They still got him living, but I think it would have been more impactful, man. Just like hey, Captain Yamamoto fucking dying or some shit. But of course we couldn't go to Bleach route. But hey, shout out Bleach, man.
It definitely wouldn't have been that.
Bleach is my shit. I'll have you. But yeah, man.
We have to censor all that out. But
No, we're
so
not.
yeah,
That's all in there. Final tape.
man, because like in my thought process for what I imagined for it would have been Captain Obi would have turned to an Inferno. He would have snapped and went berserk because that's what most of the Infernos do any damn way. Besides some of the more intelligent ones. But it would have been like an all-out brawl between Inferno Obi or Inferno Captain Obi, Captain Burns, Shinra, and Joker. All was that five, four, all four of them all-out brawl. That would have been more interesting to see than what we got out of this. What you were saying about Captain Burns, yeah, what you were saying about Captain Burns.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what he was trying to go with it, man, that was stupid. He could have went and did the same thing that I'm saying I can't remember the captain from with the Moonrise and all that shit. He got more out of Shinra and Arthur as far as their training, making them better. Burns could do the same thing. He could do the same thing. He already basically, in a way, tested and tried to do that when he first went up the machine after he got fresh out of the hospital bed. He was like, "Yeah, let me see what you can do, so I can tell you the truth, or so I know you're ready to handle the information that I have, so you can go do what you want to go do about finding your mom and your brother." But he could just went and did that. Like, what's the point of sitting there and joining forces with uh, an alliance that you don't even have full, I'll just say religious values in, just to have one person level up or hopefully level up and surpass you when you could have did that without even going the fake ass villain route.
Nah, man.
Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. And then honestly, I didn't like the fight. To be honest with you, because like just knowing that I already had somebody present to me that if he passes a certain stage, which was not even nowhere near the stage that he ended up hitting, because he ended up stopping at five. I'm pretty sure three or four is when Joker said he will be unstoppable, and then you have him get stopped at five. And all Shinra did was just have his foot in his fucking chest, have a little short Adola link. Like, it wasn't even like a crazy ass Adola burst like he would have had, my bad, Adola link like he had when he was fighting Show. They were still in one spot. He was just accelerating his foot, just his foot, into his fucking chest. And ain't nothing else happened past that. Like, and that was just enough to fucking take out Captain Burns, one of the strongest captains in the Fire Force.
Yes, motherfucker, get shit in that dude. Ain't used blue flames. That shit hit different, man.
Bro,
Like, damn.
Captain Burns literally, I'm pretty sure he never moved out the spot that he was in unless he took a step. Shit wasn't doing shit to Captain Burns, bro. That shit, it does not make sense, bro. It does not make sense.
Man. You don't make sense.
It does not.
It's Fire Force, dog. It makes sense.
Just as much. Hey, that's why I gotta be on edge, bro. Because I've seen Soul Eater. I've seen Soul Eater too. I loved it all the way to that fucking last episode. Just the same way how you feel about Attack on Titan. You say Attack on Titan shit because of the ending. Yeah. Soul Eater to me is shit because of the ending. Everything before the last episode was great to me, and then the way they ended is just so ass, and they did it twice on purpose. It's all in your face. I fucking hate it. I'm surprised they even picked up watching Fire Force because I was afraid the same shit was gonna happen again. Granted, this ain't the ending yet, but the shit that's going on, the shit that happened in episode 6 didn't make sense. And then it doesn't make it any better than the shit that happened in episode 5, where Obi fucking flexing his fucking, what was it, episode 4? Episode 4 or 5, with him just flexing his muscles is enough to keep him from getting penetrated by an Eternal bug, to keep him from turning into an Inferno. And we've never seen that before.
I told you that was the biggest asshole of season 6. Season 3. But here's the thing, man. Like, you didn't like the fight. Okay, cool. The fight was dope. The fight was dope. Meant everything. And shout out to Shan. Shout out to Captain Burns, man. What you gonna get this episode?
I give it a 4.
Yeah, this shit was an 8, bro. You're fucking fucking. You're fucking fucking, bro. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I think Captain Burns should have went out like head Captain Yamamoto in Bleach, but um, he didn't. And so I like to see where they go from there with the doppelganger. And I don't know who she's talking about when the new saying a new pillar has awakened. Um, I'm definitely interested for them to explain that shit because I didn't understand that at all. Um, and that's it, man. So I gotta aim for that. Welcome to anybody who's coming in the chat, who's coming in the room, watching us do our thing. This is another episode of Where's My Anime, episode 23. This is where we're about to wrap up the show. We got one more anime to talk about. We're gonna go with Go Go Loser Ranger, season 1, episode 16. Man, you can take this one, man.
Yeah, so this is our first time talking about Go Go Loser Ranger.
Oh no, it isn't.
It's not. Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
So we talked about it 2 weeks ago.
I mean, I think we talked about it, but I don't think we had it like as part of the lineup talk about it though.
Yeah, I thought we had a part.
Oh, okay, my bad. Hey, it's on wax, man. If I'm wrong, oh well. But yeah. So this is season 2, season 1. Either way, this episode's ending with them leaving the. I don't know, it's got so many layers to it. School maze illusion trap. I think it's probably all the words that make it up. So you got a boss monster that's working with ex ranger that's working with. I don't even was he ex military regular ass person. Which I think that's the first time we heard anything about the military, right? I don't think they said anything about the military in any other episodes.
No.
But so yeah, this boss monster had this. I think it was already in abandoned school. He had it where it had an illusion that once you got accepted into the illusion, because he has to prove you into the illusion, that you'll be stuck into this day looping of imaginary school. And if you violate any of the rules for this school, you would reset back to where when you first came into the school or when you first got accepted into the school.
Yeah,
so like for
it's pretty whack, man.
I mean,
the whole school shit concept is whack. Man, this is one of the things that frustrates me with Go Go Loser, man. I feel like they have so much potential to actually have a good, interesting fucking show, and I think they choose the most boring shit before they get to like the meat and potatoes, just like they did in season 1. Like we had to go through so much boring shit for us to actually go through like the tuning exams where shit was good. It was interesting. Every corner you turned, like, damn, did they know that's part of D yet? Oh damn, it's still like the evil boss lord is still there. You know what I'm saying? Like it took a while to get to that point, man. And I feel like now with the extension of season 1 is along the same lines of that slow fucking climax, and then we're finally gonna get there. There's gonna be a new season. Like, you know what I mean?
I wouldn't.
Like they spent 3 episodes in this fucking school, bro. 3 episodes.
Yeah, they did. And then honestly, I thought it could have been longer. I'm glad it's over now, but sadly, it gives me more. I felt like I was presented with contradictory and confusion. Like it still moves the plot along because Fighter D and I can't remember the girl that he's with, since they got recruited to the Green Squad, it was only 3 people, excluding the Green Ranger that was part of the Green Squad, and that's because the people they kept sending out, because they're tasked with going to find boss monsters, That's because every person in the Green Squad that they're sending out to go to this fucking facility to go take out the boss monster or get intel on the boss monster, they've been getting incorporated into the school and being stuck, thinking that their kids stuck in this illusion and maze trap thing for who knows how long, and they're not being rescued because every time they send somebody back there, they get caught in the trap too or in the loop too.
Right.
So, hey, well, will I say does that amount a lot to the story? Probably not, but depending on how they introduce other characters that were also stuck in the Green Squad in that facility, depending on how they play out in the long run, it could. I did like seeing like how one of the teams that went there, they ran into the boss monster, and they were overpowered, and the lieutenant was basically the last one standing. She was like, "Hey, this guy's strong, but I'm gonna make sure everything in my power, we can go through and finish the mission." And one of the guys from our squad, he took that as a negative. He was like, "Man, if she's dangerous enough to have us go into battle knowing that we don't stand a chance, then what chance do I have being in the Green Squad, knowing I'm just a throwaway, basically?" He messed around and killed her. He grabbed I think he grabbed her lightsaber or whatever they call the little ranger uh, weapons. But he turns around and kills her
What a
behind her
coward.
back.
What a coward. And this is what I'm talking about, man. Disappointment, man. It's disappointment.
Uh,
It's a disappointment,
but
man.
I did like seeing that because then you kind of get a viewpoint from the people that already are into the Ranger Squad, not necessarily the cadets trying to figure out which part of the Ranger Squad is going to end up into. But
This is a classic. This is a classic. And this is a classic show, man, that you need to watch when it all just gets released at one time. Because on a week-to-week fucking basis, you're just gonna keep getting disappointed till it just, hits that turning point where now we're in the thick of shit and it's actually good and you actually give a fuck about what's going on. What the hell is this kaiju at? Where's the Red Ranger at? Let's get down to the meat and fucking potatoes, man.
they already told you that.
I'm just
They
saying,
told you
man.
about it. That's what we do next. I'm pretty sure we'll see that next episode.
So put them in the game. And why the fuck Fighter D so weak? Like, damn, man, get an artifact. Like, become somebody. What is 16 fucking episodes, man? Like, let's.
That's what I was trying to remember. Did he get the artifact? Did he get the green artifact?
I mean,
I don't remember what happened to it.
Not the audience. I mean, the audience doesn't know that yet. If he did,
I'm pretty sure he ended up getting it. So I mean, if he did get it at the end of the day, so that means he has Red Ranger's artifact, Blue Ranger's artifact, and the Green Ranger's artifact. So that just leaves yellow and the pink.
Wait. I mean, artifacts you said he had?
There's 5 Rangers, right? Yeah, it's 5
How many
Rangers.
artifacts did you say Fighter D has?
He already has the blue and the red. And if he got the green, then he has the green.
When did he get the blue artifact?
After damn, what's that dude's name? Petro? Remember when Petro shot Blue in the throat? Yeah, he just left. So he was able to get the artifact from him.
I don't remember him picking up the artifact. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got that. So
Okay.
I know how that goes. Yeah, he got 3. So now only leaves 2 left. And then I don't know what that means after that because he also has on his agenda to take out all the Rangers and take out all of the boss monsters.
All right.
So, bro's got a big to-do list.
Yo, when the fuck is he gonna start on that shit? Like, you know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
it's kind of endless, man, because like he can't say he's gonna take out all the Rangers because if he takes out a Ranger, the lieutenant is gonna take in that place, and then it's a new Ranger. So are you just taking out the current Rangers, or are you just trying to take out?
Let's get to a mission. That's all I'm saying. Like, let's get to it.
That was a mission to go save the people that were part of the
let's
Green
get to
Squad.
the mission of taking out the Rangers, man. That's what I'm saying. We're 16 episodes in. Like, let's get to it.
I want them to go back and look at the original dude the dude that Fighter D's looking like. Because when they showed him, his ass looked like he's fucking sick. He got like veins and shit growing all over his face and shit. Like I don't remember what the. All I remember is him cutting off his arm so Fighter D would have like his fingerprints and shit, so he could get into the Ranger Academy. Well, I don't I don't remember anything else other than that. I'll have to go back and double tap into that one. I definitely want to know more about his next story. Hopefully, they tap into that before this week, this season. And
All right, man. What you giving this episode?
sadly, with the discrepancies of Fighter D getting hit by a divine artifact, and those are supposed to be able to destroy the monsters and boss monsters
Yeah,
with their abilities,
yeah.
that was confusing. And then you had a regular human saying like I'm a regular human, but doing like hello superhuman ass shit.
What you giving the episode to?
I give it a. I'll give it. I get a 5.9. 5.9.
5.9?
Yeah.
It gets a 2, man. Fuck.
2? Yeah.
Yo. It could just be a combination of all the anime tonight. I'm really just getting pissed off at the anime. Like,
He gave Super Cubes. Oh, what the fuck? He gave Super Cubes. He gave this a 2? That's crazy.
it was an 8. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Let the good times roll. And then I definitely
Like 8.5. Fold that motherfucker. He sliced that 8.5 and folded.
Nah.
That's a 3 at best.
Fucking crazy, dog. Refuse that shit. But to wrap this up, man, go loser, man. I'm about to lose me, bro. Like, I'm get tired of these animes, dog. I am, man. Like, they know they can do better. They know they can do better. They know they didn't have to spend 3 episodes in that fucking school, man. They know that. You know what I mean? But they do it anyway. Like, all right.
Wait, so what all animes you saying on top and block for the lineup?
Fucking this, Go. Well, I mean, maybe not Go Loser, man. But the beginning, after the end, My Hero, fucking Lazarus, and Windbreaker for sure.
And
Windbreaker, bro. I don't even want to see Windbreaker at the park no more, man. Like, Windbreaker, you're done. You're done.
you don't even want to see Windbreakers at the gym?
How do you want to see Windbreakers at the gym, at the park, outside, at the mall, nowhere? You're done. You're cooked. Windbreaker's cooked.
Man. But you keep him before and after the trash can?
No, the beginning after the end, that's cooked, bro. I watch that in my spare time. Like, if I ain't got shit else to do in the world, I'll watch that shit to see if they did any changes to the animation. Solely for that. But they're cooked, man. There's some other episodes out here like Guilty Gear. They're like 5 or 6 episodes in, so I might check that out to see how good that is. It's another one, man. I don't know. We talked about it offline. Kind of like one with the Avatar vibes. I might see about that. But it's other names out here, man, where I don't have to keep watching this BS, man, unfold right in front of my very eyes. Like, I don't have shit else to do. Time is valuable, man, and these enemies are pissing me off. Yeah, that's it for my little rant, though.
Hey.
It was
worth it. Nah, man. Looking forward to seeing what they're gonna do with episode 16. Might see a kaiju fight. Might see some Megazords. Might see the Red Ranger in action without it involving Fighter D. Might see a lot of stuff. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. All this big sauce, this shit is out. Dan's coming back. Kaiju number 8 is coming back. Sakamoto Day is coming back. We gotta make some room.
Oh shit, that's June, right? Damn, yeah.
We gotta make some room for the big dogs, man.
Oh, don't forget Hunter x Hunter.
What? Oh, the Hunter's coming back?
Yeah. It's
When?
coming out with season three. I think it's pretty soon, man. I think it's soon.
Fuck
I
out of
think
here,
it's like
man.
between July and September, some shit like that. If I'm not mistaken.
Put it in the trash can, man. I don't care about it. Um, but thanks for everybody who came out tonight. Thank you for everybody dropping the comments in here. Um, hold on. We got Black Love by Design. We got Pinky Balls. We got DL Palmer. We appreciate all the comments. Everybody who just took a look at it tonight. We appreciate it. Yeah. Well, we was streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitch, and on X. Did I say X already?
Nah,
Yeah, we were streaming live all day. We're always on these platforms. So, if you had a comment or you had a thought that you wanted to say, but you was a little shy tonight, you didn't want to say it, you didn't want to blast it on the big screen, go ahead and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and on X at Wheresmyanime, and drop a comment in there. Let us know what's up. As always, I appreciate you, and yeah, you can go ahead and get it out.
yeah. Glad there's something to say. I appreciate y'all for watching. Those that commented, definitely greatly appreciate y'all commenting. Um, for those that seen or didn't see the poll that we had up on YouTube, I guess we probably should post it up on other platforms too. Definitely hit it up and let us know what y'all thinking. It was about how y'all would like to see future episodes of Where's My Anime, either with out one of us or just both of us. Either way, you'll see it. You read it. Just vote. We'll bring up and talk about it next episode. See what y'all think. But other than that, hey, let us know what y'all think about these episodes we've been talking about, and we'll catch you on the next season and the next episode of Where's My
For sure.
Peace.
We out. Appreciate y'all as always.